Welcome back to the Sound for More channel and welcome back to another tutorial on Groove Rider 2. Today we are going to explain a little bit more about the filter which you can see here. Before I continue, I would like to remind my viewers to subscribe as it helps with growing the channel. Thank you very much. Additionally, if you would like to support what I do, please do check the instruction contained in each video description. Thank you again. Okay, so let's create actually a D4, a new pattern, and let's click yes. Okay, so I want to discuss a little bit about the filter, which seems actually quite simple, but at the same time there's more than just the filter that you can see here. And at the first glance it might look like Groove Rider 2 is actually limited in terms of filter options, but actually there are a lot of filters that you can apply. So let's start. First of all, we have a normal synth here, and as you can see, normal one, we just use the waveform, that's okay. So filter, it is here, we click on edit and we are presented with the screen. We can enable it and disable it, of course. We can choose between low pass filter, which says at the top there, band pass, high pass, pick, and notch, of course. Now you can click and hold here and you can move up and down, and you can see you can change the cutoff and the resonance as well, which you can also change using the dials here as well. Depending on the type of filter that you select, you have different options. First of all, the one which I use often is to actually have a soft clip of the resonance, really, of Q, which is really good. You can hear the impact really, really good. Really helps. You can move up and down to higher values in terms of resonance without worrying too much. And then you can change also the decibel, okay, and in terms of you go from 6 decibel per octave, 12 decibel. You can see the ramp is actually changing. Okay, and that is as simple as that. Next, what we have is the ability to influence or modulate or change the filter using the envelope. So let's say we put sustain down to 0. We add some decay, okay? So we have some decay. Okay, we can set the envelope to impact the cutoff positively, like so. So it's going up and then it's coming down based on the decay option here. We can also set attack to go up slowly. As you can see, it's going up and slowly. You can also set it negatively, like so. So it's going down and then going up slowly based on the decay setting. Okay, that's one way to do it. The other thing is you can also do keyboard tracking, right? So if I press this key up here, and I give it a bit to release. See where it is in terms of cutoff, in terms of frequency. If I set keyboard tracking, you see it's moving to the right, so it distributes depending on the setting, the cutoff settings for that frequency. So it's a nice way to actually see it straight away on the screen. Now, you might be thinking, all right, okay, we have only one envelope which influences the amplitude and can, of course, modulate or change the cutoff frequency. It's great, but it would be good to have more than one filter. Well, something else you can do is, or having, for example, the filter being changed by a different envelope or a second envelope. One way that you can get around that, click on the edit here, and here it says EEG for envelope generator. Then what you do, you set a depth up and down here, right? And you set also speed, important. And then here where it says filter, you can set the filter. You see, it's acting as if it was an envelope. can invert it. So that's another way to actually use the LFO as an envelope generator against the filter. The other thing I wanted to mention before I close the tutorial is you have a lot of different options for filters. It's not only this filter here. You can go on Insert Effects and you can apply, if you scroll down, a low pass filter, high pass filter, a pick filter, DJ filter, and talk filter. So you have a lot of different options here as well, right? So there you go. We have another cutoff, a low pass filter here. And remember, you have a different option here. So on the LFO, you can still influence here the cutoff as it is running, of course. See? Of course, you can also remove the filter here, so it doesn't change these cutoff here. And is now the LFO with the envelope generator type of waveform is actually changing the cutoff only of these low pass filter. So you have another option to put the filter there as well, right? But you can also go send to return bus A, as we've seen in previous tutorial. Click here, and of course you can apply a low pass filter there as well, right? And remember, you have also filter here that you can decide to apply as well. So you could apply a low pass filter there as well. And or you can also go to the master bus and apply another filter there as well. So you have at very different stages in Groove Rider where you can actually apply filters. Okay, they're not independent running filter like this one, but you can achieve more or less similar results as if you had a dual filter running. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and as always, see you next time.